The following Signode safety video depicts Signode automatic cotton bale strapping systems on bale presses. At Signode Industry Packaging Systems, safety and customer satisfaction are top priorities. Our ISO certified plants carefully design, manufacture, assemble, and test Signode power strapping equipment to ensure that it meets strict performance requirements. When you purchase a Signode strapping system, our sales and service representatives train your personnel to use and maintain the equipment safely and correctly. This video will help educate you about personal protective equipment, general housekeeping, and safety procedures for machine service. It's extremely important that equipment operators wear protective clothing to prevent eye, foot, and other injuries. Signode recommends that operators wear steel-toe safety shoes and that both operators and bystanders wear safety glasses with side protectors. Some gins may also require that operators wear hard hats and hearing protection. Maintaining a clean, uncluttered work area will also help prevent injuries. Be sure that the strap path from the dispenser to the chute system does not interfere with traffic patterns. Also, be sure that the dispensers are working properly and the strap does not spill out onto the floor. Always dispose of used strapping in designated disposal or recycling containers. When loading a strap coil onto the dispenser, be sure to lift with your legs, not your back, and properly dispose of the packaging materials. All operators and service personnel must be fully trained before operating or working on Signode equipment. Only personnel who are trained and authorized specifically to work on electrical equipment should attempt to service the strapping system's electrical components. Signode conducts comprehensive operation and service training during installation and includes an operation parts and safety manual with every strapping system. If, after completing training and reviewing the manual, you have any questions regarding proper operating procedures, ask your service representative for help. Signode power strapping systems are equipped with machine guarding to help prevent injuries and safety labels to alert you to possible hazards. Be sure that all safety labels and control panel identification plates are in place and legible. If you need to replace any labels, contact your Signode service representative. Guarding around moving machine parts helps eliminate crush, shear, and pinch hazards. Be sure that these guards are always in place when the equipment is in operation. We also recommend that you install safety mats and guardrails around the rear chutes to help prevent operators from entering this area while the equipment is in operation. Additional precautions should be taken to ensure that all electrical components are working properly. Keep panel covers closed to prevent operators from touching live electrical wires and to protect the equipment from dust and debris. Check illuminated controls for burned-out bulbs, replacing bulbs as necessary. Be sure that all emergency stop buttons, service and lockout switches are functioning properly, and that they're included on all operator control consoles. Also, verify that equipment interlocks are connected to all appropriate equipment, according to Signode design. A red warning light flashes before the machine begins to operate and continues until the strapping cycle has been completed, indicating to operators that the strapping cycle is in operation. Emergency stop buttons enable you to shut off all power to the Signode equipment in an emergency. After restoring power, you must reset the strapping cycle to the home position before continuing in the automatic mode. Photo eyes at both ends of the traversing head carriage shut off power to the Signode system. preventing the carriage from indexing if someone is in the way. Again, you must return the head carriage to the home position to restart the strapping cycle. Signode provides the capability to lock out all air and electrical controls for maintenance purposes. Before servicing the machine, lower the chute. Insert the lockout tag on the control panel, secure the padlock, and take the key with you so that no one other than you can restore power to the equipment. The main control panel lockout shuts off all power to the Signode equipment, including the strapping heads and the traversing head carriage. The head carriage control panel lockout, however, shuts off only the 480-volt power. 110-volt power to the programmable logic controller remains on. When loading strapping or clearing a strap jam, you will need electrical power. So instead of locking out power, switch the machine into service mode on the control console. And again, take the key with you. The indexer motor drive is disabled, but electrical power to the strapping heads remains on, allowing you to feed and take up strapping. Once the machine is in service mode, if you need to remove a strapping head, lock out power on the head carriage. Wheel your test cart into place and lock the casters. Disconnect the 3 plugs. Remove the 2 bolts. Roll the head back on its track. And lift it onto the test stand using a device capable of lifting 350 pounds. Do not remove the hook until the head is securely bolted to the test stand. Be sure that the machine is again in the service mode when returning the strapping head to the head carriage. If you need to manually eject a bale out of the press, return the head carriage to the home position. Raise the strap chute by manually pressing the check valve or by using the panel view control panel. Put the machine into service mode. Lock out the air supply. And insert the locking pin. After removing the bale, be sure to remove the chute locking pin before turning the power on. Now that you know how to safely operate and service your Signode indexer strapping system, you should also be aware of some common misuses of the equipment that can cause serious injuries. The following are examples of how not to use power strapping equipment. Never walk under the chutes when the power is on. Do not walk into and disrupt the carriage photo eyes when the machine is in automatic mode. The strapping system's traversing carriage will not index if the photo eyes are blocked. Never service, clean, or lean on the machine when the power is on. Do not change the preset logic in the programmable logic controller. Doing so could cause serious personal injury or machine damage. By avoiding these dangerous practices and always following the safety guidelines for clothing, housekeeping, and machine maintenance, you will reduce the chance of injury while working with Signode power strapping equipment. Be sure that all operators view this video prior to using any Signode power strapping system. Failure to follow the procedures stated in this video can result in severe personal injury.